One of my favorite genres of all times, guys, is 3D platformers. I love this genre. I'm really nostalgic for games like Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, to say the least. There's some great games. Now, what is the future of 3D platformers going forward? That's what I wanted to do in this video. I wanted to talk about the future going forward, 2021 and beyond. Well, I brought in some special guests with me today, and I wanted to get their input on what they thought about the future of 3D platformers. But before we get started, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button with bell notifications turned on. That way you can get notified when I post another video. Without further ado, let's get into the future of 3D platformers. What does it look like? All right, so my first guest on the channel today is going to be a channel called Beach Pizza Gaming. This channel is heavily influenced by Nintendo Switch gaming, so I'd love to know what you think about the future of 3D platformers. Take it away.
Hello, official No Friendo, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about 3D platformers on the Nintendo Switch. As you know, my channel covers a lot of games. I try to post gameplay videos of all the newest Switch games, so I cover a lot of different genres. Now, 3D platformers are not my favorite genre. However, there are some really good ones on the Switch. There's New Super Lucky Tale, which is really fun. There's Pumpkin Jack, which is really fun. And then there's my second favorite Nintendo Switch game, which is Super Mario Odyssey. So I think the Nintendo Switch has some good 3D platformers, but it would be nice to have some more AAA 3D platformers. I would love Nintendo to do some more with that. I'd love them to come up with a Super Mario Odyssey 2, which hopefully they're working on it right now. Come on, 2021 Nintendo, let's see what you got. I think the Switch is a great platform and a great console for 3D platformers, and I would like to see more on the console.
All right, so next up we have Super Platinum Achievement. These guys are local YouTubers in my hometown, and these guys are very passionate about video games, and I would love to know what you guys think about the future of 3D platformers going forward. Take it away, guys.
Hey, I'm Mitch.
I'm Austin.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement, and our thoughts on 3D platformers for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about Nintendo, you think back to their roots and really is platforming games. Obviously, the first 3D platformers were on the Nintendo 64, with Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, and a ton of other ones, but those are the big titles. I mean, the 64 was a 3D platforming machine.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the golden era as well, because PlayStation had a bunch of them too.
Well, yeah, I mean, you remember on PlayStation you got Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. I guess, Jak and Daxter might be considered a 3D platformer a little bit.
On the PlayStation 2 is when
Yeah,
they came
moving
out.
on. But, yeah, there was 3D platformings on other consoles as well. But
it was kind of Nintendo's thing for a long time. That's what they focused on. Kid-friendly, while at the same time adults can enjoy them too. And then recently they kind of went away from them. The Switch especially, I mean, it still has 3D platforms, but most of them are from third-party companies.
Yeah.
The only big one they have right now is Mario Odyssey, and now Super Mario 3D World is being ported with the addition of Bowser's Fury. But that's it. Other than that, they've got all the third-party ones like Spyro, Crash, but a lot of them, like, we haven't seen a 3D Donkey Kong. I love 3D platformers. Yooka-Laylee is kind of a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
But I really think Nintendo needs to jump back on board with these 3D platformers.
I mean, they've always been popular. I mean,
Yeah.
in the PlayStation 5, launched with a 3D platformer on it is Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great.
And Sackboy.
Sackboy, yeah. Sackboy,
3D platformers.
Sackboy Adventures. And, lately, yeah, we have just seen them kind of go to 2D platforming. Celeste has been huge, Ori, Cuphead, and they've all done really well on the Switch, and I talked to people who prefer playing them on the Switch versus any other.
Yeah. They went back to 2D platformer with Donkey Kong as well.
It's just odd.
We would love to see them come back to the Switch and Nintendo, put some initiative into them again. Obviously, they're going to keep coming out with Mario. That's not going to change from a 3D platformer. I don't think we'll ever see a FPS Mario game.
Don't let Ubisoft hear that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo and lately have been kind of quiet on a lot of things. So hopefully, maybe they got some of these platforming games in the works that they just haven't told anyone about. They've just been really quiet last several months. So fingers crossed. Maybe a new Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah,
that'd be fun.
Or some deal with Microsoft to bring back Banjo, because obviously they brought Banjo-Kazooie back for Smash. Maybe they made a deal to bring them back for the Switch. Obviously, Microsoft and Nintendo are working together with other things because they have Cuphead
Yeah.
and Ori.
Exactly.
So maybe they'll do something like that.
It's all about the money. Got to grease the wheels somehow.
But that's our thoughts on 3D platformers. Thanks a lot for letting us join the channel, and we hope to see you on our channel as well. Please check us out, Super Platinum Achievement, and subscribe and tell us what you think. We'll see you next time.
All right, and last and certainly not least is Luke over at 8-Bit Plus. He is a local retro video game store owner, a game streamer, and also a YouTuber. I'd love to know what you think, Luke. Take it away.
What's up, No Friendo family? Luke from 8-Bit Plus here, and I want to thank you so much for having me be a part of this video. 3D platformers have been a mainstay and a big part of my growing up in playing video games. Games like Super Mario 64, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and one you maybe have never heard of, Whiplash on the PS2, were huge parts of my growing up, and I had an absolute blast playing these games. However, in modern times, we don't see these games very often, and you know, the ones that we do see are very good, and they need to be looked at more than they currently are. Games like Super Lucky's Tale have been an amazing experience for me to go and check out, as well as the new Sackboy's Adventure coming out for the PS4 and PS5. So there are a lot of good 3D platformers. I just don't think they get a whole lot of acknowledgement in today's modern battle royale online multiplayer world. I think the main reason why we don't see a whole lot of 3D platformers is because a lot of developers have moved away from them. But I feel like there is some silver lining here, and there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. As of the last 10, 15 years or so, we've seen a resurgence of 2D platformers, games like Hollow Knight and Ori and the Blind Forest, as well as Will of the Wisp, and a ton of other ones like Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, and many, many more. Celeste, many more have released in the last 10 or 15 years, and I actually anticipate a similar thing happening with 3D platformers. So there are cool games that can still be made in this current generation, but we need to start buying the ones that are out now. There are very good ones, so I just encourage your audience to go out and check out more 3D platformers, and hopefully, fingers crossed, in the next 5 or 10 years, we'll start to see a lot more.
All right, and I just have to say, guys, I completely agree with you guys. I think there is a resurgence of 3D platformers, and we can see it in the form of games like New Super Lucky's Tale, Yooka-Laylee, games like Hob and Super Mario Odyssey. I think that there is a resurgence because I think there's a lot of passion for these games, and that's good news, especially for a big fan like me of 3D platform. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming on the channel. I will leave a link in the description down below where you can find these YouTubers and their websites to go and check them out, check out their videos, give them a thumbs up, tell them that No Friendo sent you. That'd be super cool. So now we're going to get into the giveaway portion of this video. I'm going to be giving away 2 codes for New Super Lucky's Tale on the Nintendo Switch. How cool is that? Thank you so much, Playful Studios, for sending this into the channel. It is super cool, and my audience is going to be really happy to get their hands on this game if they haven't already. So to enter in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and let me know what your favorite 3D platformer is of all time. And I'm going to announce it in the next video where I do handheld gameplay of this game right here, New Super Lucky's Tale. This game is really fun, and I know it's been out for a while, but I'm really enjoying it still to this day, and I'm fingers crossed we get a New Super Lucky's Tale too. How cool would that be, guys? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thanks again to my special guest came on today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one.